Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Today on the channel, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to unbox this a little bit different than what we normally do. And with it being New Year's, I thought what better way than start promoting some of the AEW, and we're going to do an Ultimate Edition, which we'll see here later on. But if you have HBO Max, you are now able to watch the 2019 pay-per-views from AEW and some of their previous AEW Dynamite and Collision shows. So, with that, I thought what better way than to promote it than with this AEW 2-pack. As you can see, it's MJF and Moxley. So, as you can see, the packaging, not a whole lot that's fancy right there. You got that big giant window. You have the profile shots on the side. But on the back, you also have that big giant picture. You have the autograph. I don't know how authentic that is. I'm not sure if you want to keep it or not. That's up to you. But here in just a second, what we're going to do is we're going to take a chance and we're going to open that bad boy up. All right, first things first, we're going to check it out with MJF. Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Look at that jacket. That looks awfully good. Nice and sparkly. One of the things I really like about Jazzwares is that they try to go above and beyond with their clothing and with their wrestlers. Sometimes they hit the mark, sometimes they don't. Here in just a second, we're going to take that sweet robe off, but we didn't want to look at it. All right. Now that we have him out of the package, one thing I will tell you is, once again, he was wrapped up in plastic. That way we don't get any discoloration. I looked at it a little bit closely. I didn't see any discoloration, but as you can tell, he has got that basic black and white trunks. But he does have a lot of detail when it comes to his tattoos. His one on his right arm has the lion that was actually featured on the back of his jacket. And then you have a couple of the other tattoos that are like the writing that are underneath his side. Really good looking figure. The one thing that I will tell you is that if you look right here, his head is kind of loose. That's just something that happens with the Jazzwares. It seems like that they get pretty loose headed or loose limbed. If you're going to take off the jacket, I highly recommend that you take off the hands. That way that whenever you pull it off, it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to. I was able to pull mine off, but for whatever reason, it always seems like you have to take off their hands to get their accessories off. Now, we have MJF. Now let's look at Moxley. Now that we have Moxley out of the package, as you can see, that maroon, that Mox right on his leg just really pops, along with that jacket. Now, the BCC, this is that Black Combat Club, not the same Moxley that we're seeing now. It's more of like a let's take over the entire wrestling company, where back then this was just a bunch of guys that were, more restless purist working together. So a little bit different. Really like it. The one thing that I will say is that the head sculpt, as far as Moxley's head goes, it kind of makes him look like he's constipated and really, really sweaty, as opposed to like snarling, which is, I think, the look that they were trying to go for. But maybe it looks a little bit different whenever he gets out of the jacket. So, with that being said, let's get him out of the jacket. They do come with a couple different accessories. They do have multiple, like 3 different hands that they can interchange, and then also 2 AEW microphones because, get the most out of your molds. It's an easy accessory to put in. That way it kind of makes it more justifiable to buy the 2-pack. Now, I will tell you that this is a Target exclusive. I got it for $20 on sale for like 13 because they were having their Christmas sale. They might still be having those. So if this is something that you're interested, Target would be the place that I would highly recommend that you go towards. Now, I think this is a really good figure. I think that both MJF and Moxley pair very, very nicely. The thing that I really like is that their joints weren't very, very loose. They have those clicking noises so that whenever you're putting it in, it's almost like a ratchet, so it stays in place. It doesn't start dangling. So really good figures overall. Highly recommend them, especially if you're an AEW fan. If you're one of those people who like to make dream matches, this is a very good Moxley and MJF to be able to have in your pick fed. Now, the one thing that I think is funny is MJF over the years has bottom tier as far as the actual wrestling figures go, to being one of the higher end, one of the ones that they like to use the most. Now, I think this MJF looks very, very cool, and I think the biggest part of it is because of this cool robe. I mean, look at that robe, that sequence. I mean, it screams MJF. and it was easy to take off. That's the other thing that I like is whenever their attires are easy to be able to be removed so that we can get into the match faster. So I told you that we're going to do another unboxing, so I'm going to get that set up for you and ready. So the next unboxing that we have is an Ultimate Edition LA Knight. That's right. To commemorate WWE going to Netflix, January 1st, Netflix started opening up a couple of different old Monday Night Raws and also a couple different specials just so that you can get familiarized with the product. I watched them. I do think that that's pretty cool that they did I think 3 to 5 minute little personality to kind of let you know what the superstar has done in the past, that kind of stuff. It's kind of cool, kind of neat idea because WWE, not everybody's watched them and may not know who these people are on a regular, but they do have Netflix and they're thinking maybe this is a way of opening up their audience, you know? So I thought what better time than to open up the Ultimate Edition LA Knight. Now, with that being said, LA Knight, this package is similar to all your other Ultimate Editions. Got that big giant window. The one thing I will do is I'm going to pause this. On the back, it says, "Let me talk to you." Whether in the ring or on the mic, LA Knight does what he wants to do and says what he wants to say. He's WWE's fastest rising megastar, easily one of the top 2 superstars, and he ain't number 2. With everybody saying LA Knight, yeah. Now, you see there, it also says that he was $1 million champion. That's from his time in NXT. Let's get this bad boy out of the package. One of the things that's really cool about the Ultimate Edition is what they say underneath and on the top. With this one, it says, with everybody saying LA Knight, yeah. And then it also says, let me talk to you. As we know, those are very big catchphrases in the LA Knight arsenal. Some of the accessories that you have this t-shirt that says, let me talk to you. This is the same t-shirt that you would get with WWEshop.com. And as you can see, there's no Velcro. So you can literally pop off his head, pop off his arms, put it on, and it's like an actual t-shirt. Along with that, we have his ring jacket. Look at that. I think that looks sick, actually. That's pretty cool. No, it's not cloth goods, but sometimes you have to use the hard plastic in order to get the customization, which they nailed it there. Obviously, he comes with a microphone because LA Knight running his mouth is just, all he does, actually. Now, he does come with 3 different heads. He has the head sculpt that he has on now, plus he has his 2 other head sculpts, kind of looking like he's saying, talk to you, and then a stoic one. But I went ahead and went with the one that he has on right now because I think it looks awfully cool. Makes him look like LA Knight should. Those glasses, pretty cool. And then I put these hands on him because these are custom made just for LA Knight. Absolutely love it. I think LA Knight is rocking it. Now, this is back in the time whenever he was one of the most popular superstars, if not the most popular superstar next to Cody Rhodes. Since then, he has cooled weight off. Not saying that he's not pushed, but he's not in the main event contender spot. I'd like to see him to get up to that glory, but, for right now, head of or top of the mid card, not a bad spot to be in with that balance between being a main eventer. I just would like to see him get pushed to that main event status. I kind of think that they missed out on some of the momentum that he was using. But that's just me. What's your thoughts? What's your opinions? What do you think? Please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Have a great new year. Really looking forward to seeing you. Hopefully you guys will watch AEW. And then obviously January 6th, that big Monday Night Raw on Netflix. That's going to be huge. We'll be hopefully talking about it just for a little bit. But super excited about it. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Have a great day. Have a happy holiday. And as always, be nice to yourself. Be nice to others. Can't wait to see you again. Tell me what you think of this format. Tell me if this is something that you want to try more of. All right. Have a great day. Bye.